By the end of her interview, Caroline Smith decided that was the perfect way to sum up her life with diabetes.
It's not really that scary. It was at first because I didn't know what exactly was happening, but now I know it's happening and I can take care of myself.
It started about 5 years ago on October 2nd, 2009.
Caroline had a doctor's appointment because she began having symptoms that made us believe she had some sort of infection. But in the back of my mind that morning, I had a feeling that she was going to be diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Because of a family history, Caroline's mom, Agnes, knew the symptoms. She also knew her attitude toward the disease would determine how her family would handle it.
As a family, we've come together and we work 24/7 to make her life as typical as possible.
Caroline's attitude also makes things easier.
She was diagnosed at age 7, and within 2 weeks, she was giving herself injections.
She's 12 now, and while the Smiths try not to let type 1 impact their lives, some things like blood sugar checks are unavoidable.
My dad checks it in the morning when I'm asleep, and then before I eat breakfast, and like 9:30ish, 9:30, 10, and then before lunch, a little like 2, 3, and then around dinner time, before I go to bed, and then midnight.
Agnes compares the control of the disease to playing a game, a constant learning experience.
You wait for your opponent to make their move, and then you counter it. The only thing is the rules change every day. What worked yesterday probably won't work today.
But Caroline deals with it just fine.
I do what other kids do. I swim with my friends, I hang out.
In fact, she swims year-round.
If I feel funny, then I have to get out and check and miss some of practice, but that doesn't really affect anything.
She's still hoping for a cure. Her endocrinologist is optimistic a cure will be found by the time Caroline is 16. That's why the Smiths are involved with JDRF.
JDRF has been wonderful from day one. They were one of the first phone calls I made.
Team Caroline participates in the Walk to End Diabetes every year.
We don't allow it to impact our lives too much, because then diabetes would win, and we refuse to let that happen.
So for now, the Smiths, Caroline and her 3 older siblings, keep living life like any other family. But this family stands behind a cause that's especially dear to them.
Do I believe there will be a cure by the time she is 16? Maybe not. Do I hope? Every day.